Hey guys, so what's going on here is my intercooler pipe. When I put in those compound turbos, the intercooler pipe is too long. And when I first put it in, the one guy who I got advice from said that you just have to position it right. Well, it kept on hitting back and forth from the turbo to the intercooler because it was just way too long. So I am going to take it out and I'm going to cut it, and then I'm going to use my bead roller. I bought a EastWood, just a small 8-inch bead roller, and I'm going to re-roll the bead on it and get it to fit right. And then I'm going to put on the tips that I was going to put on the exhaust the other time when I just did the exhaust video. I'm going to put those tips on and readjust the one side because the one side is rubbing on a shock. But other than that, the exhaust is good, still perfect, still works good, and we'll get that done and see where she's going. But I'll show you what I'm dealing with. Open up the hood here, and I'm going to flip this around. So here's what it is. This bottom pipe here is hitting the turbo and it's hitting the intercooler. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it out, cut it down, bead roll it, put it back in. But I'm going to take the top one off too. I'm going to take the top hot pipe off too. And I'm going to have to reseal it on the back and everything like that. But it's got to be done. So we're going to get this done and do it right. Get it done the last time. And then after that, as soon as we get another warm weekend, I'll get that valve cover off and do the springs, the bridges, and the push rods. Can't do them because here's my garage. It's full of crap, my kayaks and crap, and it's not deep enough to fit my dually with the long bed. So we will have to wait till it gets a little bit warm. All right guys, so what I did was I used this EastWood Bead Roller and I rolled my intercooler tube and put a bead roll on it. And now we're going to stick it back in. I had to take everything off the top of the two turbos there to get everything to fit in, because what it's doing, it was smacking the dang intercooler and wouldn't fit right. So we're going to stick it back in, see if it fits good, and then we'll just button it back up. All right guys, so here we go. It fit in good. Perfect now. Yep, perfect. Right up to the turbo. Right up to the intercooler. And it's not smacking each other. What it was, the metal was hitting the dang turbo right here non-stop. That's what the one fault of these kits is some things are just a little bit too long. So I had to cut it down and redo it, but it's still well worth the money. MDC Diesel did a good job with this kit. The only thing, like I said, is wrong is this intercooler pipe here. Needs to be cut down and re-bead rolled. And then the bracket back there that holds the S478, the bracket back there needs to be modified a little bit. Just needs to be drilled out with a 5/8 drill bit. But other than that, this works great. Gonna have to button it up and then start up and see where we're at. Okay guys, so we got it all back buttoned up. Got the new air filter on too. I had to put a bigger air filter because the smaller one was not giving me enough air. And then also this little thing right here where you're supposed to be able to put an NPT fitting in was open, and I didn't notice it last time. So my boost was leaking all out the damn pipe, which is stupid of me, but I got it fixed now. So we got everything all buttoned up, fixed up. The pipe fucking, oops, excuse the language here. The pipe fits perfectly. We're not going to have any leaks on that pipe. It's not hitting any metal. So that should take care of most of that. And then next is going to be the valve springs, push rods, valve spring bridges. And I'm going to try and get a new valve cover, the billet one. I'm going to try and get one of those from D&J machine there in Ohio. They're good. And right now I'm going to put on the black tips. So here we go. I got some black tips from some 18-inch ones, rolled ends. I'm gonna put these on real quick and put a couple nuts and bolts in that exhaust in the rear, and get that locked up. And I'll take another little small video as soon as I'm done with that. All right, guys, so we got the tips on, both of them in exactly the same spot, coming out from the end of the truck. Looks pretty good. I'll take that. Got it all done. So now we just gotta take it out for a test drive and see what she does.